last time, Indiana Jones.
He's right there. See? He's on the right-hand side.
Oh, hi.
Oh my god, it is. Let's see here. Da-da-da.
Looks more
Maybe
like
he's a
Professor
boxer.
Lamesa from La Milana.
Mm-hmm. You mean also known as not Indiana Jones?
Yes. Ersatz Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm. Pseudo Indiana Jones? Pseudo Jones?
Infuriating puzzle edition Indiana Jones.
Iowa James?
I feel like that's actually in something. Actually, we can't.
It might be. That's also a name I need to use later.
E. Stevens.
I got a couple of these now. Okay.
We actually have to run to the meeting first.
North Carolina Smith?
There you go.
Indy Jones. Everybody should go watch the, I believe it is on Netflix, Dad of Blight. It is extremely good. Oh, what the? Hello, lady. Hello, mysterious woman. Hello, how are you?
What's it? Who I think it is?
Mysterious woman?
Oh,
right.
hey.
Elsa.
Ah, it's Elsa from Frozen.
Accurate.
It's not Elsa from Frozen.
This is Elza, not Elsa.
You got 2 packages. What the? Huh? Who are you,
This can't
sir?
possibly go wrong.
No, I didn't see any weird lady. That's weird.
Oh, good. Clive, how you doing, buddy? You want to join now? It'd be great if you did.
Old friend Clive, Bumpy Bundles.
Now it looks like he's not wearing a trash bag.
Now entering speedrun man's level.
Yes, so, wow. I'm amazed that Cornet is actually a better blacksmith than Muse.
I was not kidding when I said it was the best in the area.
What?
I think Cornet's the only place that goes to 6 in this area.
Yep. I'll talk a little bit more about it once the other scene. Actually, I might be able to just go trigger the other scene right now.
Let's
Maybe.
see. I believe
Yeah.
you can break Clive's quest by...
Oh, here it is.
But what I mean is I believe it's missable.
Oh, entirely. Super. What the?
Thanks. I'm not sure how you handed me a Foley effect set, but thanks. Wah, wah, wah.
Pretty much.
He just sort of sidles out of the way. Oh, I know.
Howling Voice Guild is still a really stupid name.
I want to point out that those text boxes advanced automatically.
And Ryu is just, oh no, I don't want to be here at all.
And
All right.
now Ryu is deaf.
So now,
Well, it was under his arms.
we're on a
His
timer.
shoulders were acting as noise suppressors. But yes.
And what's the timer,
we are-
newbie?
It is something that will not be showing up in this playthrough, unfortunately. It is possible to do, but it doesn't let me take my time like I want to.
Exactly.
Pretty much,
Seriously not doing it?
it's a really annoying time limit.
Yes, I think you have to get to
12
what, level
hours.
40 by 12 hours.
Yeah,
12 hours is the time limit on
and
Galaxy Quest.
we're already like 4 hours into the game.
Oh, right. We can use a Game Shark to freeze the clock if we want to see it.
I'm alright. It's okay. It's a very interesting story, but alas.
Come on, we're showing it off for the people at home.
Vinay.
Eh, we'll see.
Vinay,
Anyway, let's move on.
please. Pretty much the long and short of it is, once you activate that scene, or just in general on the, yes, you can look up a video on YouTube. Or it might just be the general overall clock. The game gets put on a timer. And you have to get to certain towns with Clive in your party before a certain hour time, so on and so forth.
Ooh, a circlet. That's a nice find.
Oh, I got plenty of money, yeah. I'll drop out for that.
I think circlets also give boosts to magic.
Oh, in that case, I might.
I could be wrong about that. I'm thinking of something else.
If that's so, I might rotate armor around. I think I might buy pointed hats for everyone though. Anyway, let me finish my thought.
Sorry.
The long and short of it is the quest begins. You have to get to those villages in certain times, and if you do, you get the next little piece of story. And this continues over the course of the entire game. And as stated, it's either by the 12-hour mark on your timer, or the 12-hour from when you see that scene. You have to get to literally the end game.
You have to be at Lake West Town at or before 11:00:59 on your game timer, and I think at end game by 20 hours.
Okay.
Forest Village by 14 hours.
Other places that are later on. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a time crunch to it. And if you're just playing around normally, the first time through, you're probably not going to do it just because you're exploring around and finding things. But in later playthroughs, if you know what you're doing, you can certainly make it. But usually on later playthroughs, you either have A, played the game recently, or B, have already played the game, so you're just going to have a walkthrough on hand to make sure you get through stuff fast.
Yes.
Also, Newbie, I think you're pretty much set on gear. I think you just need to go...
Yeah, I was just trying to remember where the inn was.
Oh, my fault.
But yeah, it's a very, it's not even like a pointless thing. Like, the story is actually really, really good, and the final cutscene is really good. It's one of the better cutscenes in the game.
Which, is saying something considering what we've seen. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, the Clive side quest is the Excalibur 2 from Final Fantasy IX thing.
Yeah, it's the special speedrun bonus
nonsense,
content,
yes.
Except that Excalibur 2, you really have to do some bullshit in order to get there in time. It's entirely possible to make the Clive side quest.
Yep.
It's fairly generous if you're not faffing around.
Yeah, I just really don't like rushing in this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing.
I gotcha.
I don't think I've ever actually done the Clive side quest.
I think the last time through, I cheated anyway, but I would have been well under time either way.
Mm-hmm.
Victor.
We can cheat.
Hey, it's Victor. He's still pretty big.
Victor went up
He's
20
pretty
levels.
huge.
What?
He was 20 before. Now he is 25. He has a killer rune. I think now he is these are previous save stats.
Probably, yeah.
These are importing a save
I have a
stats.
question, maybe.
What's up?
Does Victor's sword have names for all 3 tiers?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a weird thing, though, because the Shiko sword is what he had at the beginning of the first game, and there is plot reasons to explain why that is important that it is Shiko sword and not other things. But we'll get there eventually. Hey, it's Annabelle. I like her.
And Jess, who's kind of a dick, but Annabelle's
Well, yeah.
cool. I mean, fair enough, if I was called Jess, I'd be a little touchy too, but that's not...
I love this. Just don't fucking suck up to me. Get out of here. I have no time for people whose mouths are faster than their feet. God.
Hold on, I need a nice burn counter. I need to find something for this.
Yep, Clive has a new weapon in this. He has a rifle. Whereas I think in the previous game, he just had a gun.
I think he had a rifle, but I think in the previous one, but in this one, it's got a special name.
Yes, and actually, his gun plays into the storyline. I'm actually going to talk about that gun real fast because it's really good. Just the one point is, it's supposedly a gun with a soul in it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of really fascinating crap in Suikoden that never really got elaborated on because the series ended at 5.
Yeah. If you want to really talk about it, we don't even know what half the true runes are.
Which is a shame, but at the same time, it's also really good. I think one thing that I really wish that the game had been able to go into more was what's the deal with a place that's referenced in a lot of other games and is kind of a thing in 3, but it's a place called Harmonia, which is a land that's
Yes.
supposedly ruled by one of the true runes.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least one true rune. They might have multiple, and they probably do.
Harmonia is the mage country.
The elemental true runes are the driving force of the plot of Suikoden 3. When they decide to get involved, 3 happens.
Yeah,
And the rune
and
of
3, I
beginning
think
says-
Harmonia has one of the elemental true runes. I think the Earth one.
Yes, Harmonia has Earth, and various other people have the various other ones.
But I think Harmonia also has the rune of Order as, like, their leader has it.
Hmm.
Yes, 5 is right before 1 in the timeline.
Yeah. Chat just points out, if you want to get technical, the chronology
chronology
of the
stops at
series
3.
stops at 3.
Because it goes 4, 5, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 5 doesn't take place 20 years. 5 takes place like
It's
Or-
like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
It's not that
Because-
much before.
Origins.
Godot, not Godot. God, it starts with a G. The characters.
It's George.
George.
Jorg.
Yeah. Characters
Prime.
in 1 and 2 show up in 5, and they're not much younger.
Viably themselves.
One important character in 5 who's not as important in 1 and 2 is Lorelei, I think.
Yeah.
She's
Yes.
one of the she's one of the Sindar
She's
hunters.
one of the Sindar hunters.
That was the person I was talking about before, who
Yeah.
has a different weapon in each game.
Yeah, and 5 I think she's like 16 or 17, but in these games she's like early 20s.
Is George in 2 as well, or just in 1?
He's in here.
He's in
Okay.
here.
He
Yeah.
shows up very
Oh
Early
yeah,
in the
he's one
game.
of the shit kicker team. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't show up for a very long time, but George is in this game.
There's 3 late game characters who are unholy shit wreckers, and he's
He's
one of
also
them.
heavily referenced, or not heavily referenced, but he's referenced a couple times in 1 as someone who was part of the generals of the Scarlet Moon Empire, but he just left. Like right before the game started, he left.
All right, I forgot Joey was the Kwisatz Haderach.
Yeah, Joey's actually a fairly important character in terms of his bloodline.
He's nobility. Not,
Was your adopted
Royalty.
father named? Yes. He just backs away nervously.
Yeah, Annabelle knowing that these two is actually a kind of important plot point.
Annabelle knew Grandpa,
Oh yeah.
as did a lot of people, as it turns out, because he was kind of a big deal back in the day.
It's the master in good health. He's dead.
Eh.
Super dead. Man, don't you feel like a jerk? You know,
So, newbie,
often Ryu's little picture there doesn't work so well if him just looking completely surprised, but that time it worked perfectly.
it's just,
What do you mean atone for your crimes?
Vinay, you were going to ask a
but
question?
exit fate.
What?
Okay, so it was an RPG Maker game that was essentially a love letter to Suikoden in general, and this game in particular.
Okay. No, never heard of
There's
it.
quite a good LP of it up on the archives, so I'd advise you to take a look at it. It's different enough in some ways in its plotline to be interesting just as its own creature, but there's a lot of interesting parallels too. It's worth a read, I think.
All right, Jess, watch after these children. Don't let them out of your sight. All right, bye, kids. Get the heck out.
Go on, kids. Scram. You bother me. Nah. All right, so now I'm picturing Jess with that accent for the rest of the game.
I'm okay with this.
Nanami continues to be alarmingly expressive and possibly in need of ADHD medication.
A little bit of both.
Vinay, you are,
Oh, right. Sorry.
you're killing me. Please be aware of your mic.
Right. Sorry.
It's alright. And please,
Although, please don't do that
clear
in your
your throat
mic.
into the mic.
Cover my mouth while I cough, and then my mic stays out of position afterwards.
Anyway. Now we move on to important things.
Sort of. Yeah. Perfectly ordinary conversations. Wait, no. This is something else.
You were in the youth brigade, right? Yes, the one that died. Thank you for reminding us.
Wait a minute, doesn't this push... Do you need to go recruit before pushing the plot along, or you can do it
No,
after
no. You
pushing
have
the
to get
plot?
the request from Jess first.
Oh, okay.
Nanami raises an important point.
Yeah, this is a terrible idea.
It's a terrible idea for Ryu and Joey. Jess has no problems with making the request, and you're free to decline it. He's not really pressuring you.
You're the pride of Muse. What?
As Nanami fumes.
As well she should. This is actually a really dick move that he's pulling on you.
This is an extremely bad idea for multiple reasons, but we're idiots.
The thing is, he's not coercing you or anything, so it's not really a dick move so much as a request.
Okay.
A dick request?
Yeah. So now we can recruit.
I think you get, what, 2 people here?
You can get 2 people in Muse. I can go for a walk to get a very important person.
Do it.
Speaking of which, hello.
Oh, hey!
What are you doing here?
That is a great question.
It
What
was
is this
horrible.
character doing here?
Oh, right. She was at the
Him.
fort? Him.
Him.
Okay.
Him.
It's a
So
very
to tell.
it's a confusing portrait for that, but remember, Tuta shows up in 3.
Tuta is huge in 3 as well.
Yes. Tuta is very important to the plot in 3.
I mean, like, Tuta's
And-
like 6 feet tall, like, built, too.
Yikes. And here we have, I can't believe it's not Saitan Uzuki.
Dr. Juan?
Yeah. Newbie gets the joke, and I'm not sure you played Xenogears.
No, I did.
Nope.
I'm sure Crumb played
Actually, I know who the character is, but just, nope, not dealing with it.
You're not dignifying that with a response. How much time is there between this game and 3 anyway?
About 15 years.
Yes, it's 15. Apple shows up in 3, and she is much older.
Right.
Yeah, I think 4 or 5 different characters show up in 3 from 2.
Yeah. The governor of Tinto's daughter, I believe.
Yes. A much later town, but yes.
It's her name, I think. But yes, and she is much older and thinks she's a musketeer, and it's
She's
genuinely
fantastic,
rad.
and I'll hear nothing against her.
We got
I'm not dissing her. She is rad as hell, but just her fashion sense is distinctive.
we got a recipe.
And yes, you do run into Hugo's
Ooh.
mom in this game. You do run into Lucia. She is an enemy general in like
Yep.
one really late game battle.
Vinay,
In fact,
please.
so is Sasarai.
Vinay.
It's okay.
I know, you're excited. It's alright.
Is
Actually,
my mic just randomly rebinding its volume settings or something?
No, it's less the
no,
volume.
no,
it's
it's
really
not the
what
volume.
you're
It's,
talking
don't talk about late game stuff.
Oh, it's not a plot point.
No, I think I may. No, I actually want to get a party if I'm going for one of the characters. So, remember how we were talking about Templeton before? You can actually go get Templeton right now.
Oh, really?
Yes. And it's
Is
actually
he a particular pain in the ass to get later?
it a little bit because it does require going back to the first zone.
Right. That's why. Yeah, you
Yeah.
should probably get him now.
Yeah, so it's better to get him earlier, even though it's a bit out of the way now. Because it does
Does
confuse the
Templeton
map.
always just show up in places that have been burned down?
Templeton specifically shows up at the Mercenary Fortress and then Toto.
Gotcha. So yes.
Yeah, he does not.
Because in the first game, you just was like, oh man, I gotta redraw my maps because this place got burned to the ground.
I'm gonna grab some characters that we really haven't used at all.
Zamza time.
Hmm,
Also Rikimaru.
Please, dog.
Hug.
I was going to be
Yes.
very disappointed.
Hmm. Dog.
Gengen. The other dog.
Front row boys. I think Shira was a boy.
It's hard to tell,
Sure.
really.
Joey Karma, we did not get Futch and Humphrey early because we are using a patch of the game that does not allow you to go to those towns early
Mhm.
ahead of time.
As an aside, I do want to point out the first thing Leona said to you when she heard this plan was, "This doesn't sound like a very good idea."
Correct.
Again,
The continuing joke that
This-
I love about Rikimaru is he actually does come with absolutely nothing.
pretty man.
Well, you find him like collapsed on the side of the road. He's like,
All right.
I don't have anything, and he literally just comes with a leather coat, which he is wearing,
And his sword.
and his sword. Is there a storage place here?
I don't know. You might just have to buy some stuff.
No idea.
It's more like my inventory is getting very full of runes and bonus items.
Speaking of
Slap
runes,
'em
you
on.
need to go to a rune master in order to slap that Titan rune on your two-hander.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
AKA
plan.
Rikimaru.
Is that person at the table someone important? The guy who's got a little glass in front of him? Or is that just a
Person has a unique
cool-looking
sprite.
sprite?
Well, A, it's a lady. Apparently,
It's a Star of Destiny, though, I think.
yes.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was.
Yeah,
How
it's
do I-
Anita.
How do I pour your drink? I think you have to leave and come back in each time.
Or talk to Leona.
Anita is a really, really good character.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I told you.
I could go back to the Tauren Republic.
More references.
But that woman, ...
What that woman is she referring to?
We will meet her a little bit later.
Yeah.
And you might actually have to leave the town and go back in.
Well, time to go find Templeton.
Yeah, no joke. Anita she's an endgame character for me sometimes. She is that useful.
In
But-
this game?
Pardon?
Is Richmond in this game?
Maybe. But in this game, Anita, she has a certain rune that I really enjoy.
Is it the Shrike rune, or am I thinking?
No, that's somebody else.
Maybe you don't. Hold up, let me just see real quick. Alright, speaking with her several times at the Muse City. Meet her requests. Yeah, leave the town and return after each request she makes.
So yes, what you're doing.
Yeah, you just have to do it several times. The idea is that you're supposed to be doing this over the course of the game, and eventually you can get her, but if you just spam it really early, you can pick her up.
No abuse.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up, there was something there. Supposed to be on a long journey, but I can't find anyone to face. At this rate, I'll never beat her. Let's speed this up a little bit. Alright, fast forward, this is an emulator.
Yep. Yeah, I will talk more about the person that she is looking for later when we meet that person.
Is it
Alright.
really just filling her glass over? I feel like I'm
Yes.
not doing this right.
No, it really is.
Because again, as Crumb said, you're supposed to be meeting her over the course of the game, and she asks you to pour her a drink repeatedly, which is fine. But it just gets strange when at once.
I thought there were other things, but I could be wrong. I might be thinking of a different character.
I forgot about the time paradox version of it.
That's right. No, it's all coming back to me now.
Is it? Oh, the portrait of Ryu is extra funny with this choice.
It's really
I-
good.
How about a date?
God
I
damn
will
it,
slap
Ryu.
you.
Don't
I
be a-
will slap
Do
you.
not be a goon. Instead, recruit endgame swordsman lady.
And
Yeah.
game for me, she's not necessarily the best as ever. It's just she's very consistent in her damage.
I'm gonna take a look at her real quick because I don't really remember too much about her. I don't think I ever used her. Which again, that's the fun things that I'll be doing with these recordings. Is I will, like in one, use characters that I never really ever used.
Yeah. you can
Oh,
probably
she has
take
the
that.
Falcon rune. Okay.
That's why.
She's also level 16. What?
Mhm. Yeah, she shows up like ready to go.
She's got her game face.
But instead, dog.
That's fair.
We
I was
We
just
could
pointing
bring
out
along
that
the
she's
phenomenal
she's really
swordsman,
good.
or we could get a dog.
Dogs are good.
Uh-huh.
She'll have her time to shine later.
Yeah, let's go stop at the rune place and slap down Ricky Maru. That'll make him real good.
So games 1, 2, and 5, just because we're not going to get to 5, there are unique characters that each have a Falcon rune, and they all come from the same place. It's pretty much not exactly a monastery, but like a training facility that the master there hands out these runes to people he thinks that are worthy of having the Falcon rune. And the characters, and I think it's
shit.
supposed to be assumed that the characters from 1, 2, and 5 all know each other.
Well, I mean,
What?
Oh yeah, he can use 2 runes now, and so can Anami.
like fucking
Yeah, stick it on Inami.
yeah.
Yeah. Joey does not need another rune.
Joey will use
He's
all the
got
spell
his hits.
slots on his.
It's probably Joey, but at this point, it's Joey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joey. He will use all of his spell slots on his god-killing rune.
Yes.
You're not going
Yeah,
to
some
spark on
characters
somebody?
get access to 2 runes very quickly, and then take forever to get their third. Some characters take forever to get to their second, but then very quickly pick up their third. It's a neat touch.
I'm amazed that Ricky. Oh, nice. I'm
Yeah,
amazed that
did
Ricky
you
Maru
notice
comes
that?
with a level 5.
That's the big thing. Even though he doesn't have much in the way of armor and stuff when you first get him, he's got some stuff on that sword.
And then a quick stop at the armor shop. Buy a couple of things for our other people. Especially, just pretty much Ricky Maru. Ricky Maru doesn't have any armor on right now.
Yeah, I think a couple things for him you're fine. Especially since dogs not need equipment.
Wow,
You know,
he
eat the
can't.
dog.
He is an extremely light armor person.
You know
I
what
don't think he
confuses
can
me?
wear hats. Oh, well, never mind. He can wear a leather hat. I'm wrong again.
Does
What
the buy entry in this menu start with a lowercase letter, but only the buy entry?
Don't worry about it. It makes no sense.
because localizing a game is hard.
Uh-huh.
What I think it might actually be for Rikamaru is that he can't wear light armor. He can only wear heavy armor, and leather hats might be considered to be heavy armor. Does that make any sense? No, but who cares?
Yeah, maybe it is that he can't
The
wear.
lightest heavy armor, as it were.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at his sprite, I think it would make more sense that he can only wear light armor.
Who knows? In any case, let's go pick up our mapper.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually fast forward this part. because This is gonna be
Vroom.
forever. God, I love that Ricky Maru. That's a two-handed. Yeah, it's a two-handed weapon, but not. You couldn't tell in the sprite.
Right.
Now this is a let-go fight, but our front row is so behind on levels.
Yeah.
That it is worth to just take it out.
To show off that Titan rune.
Is it a move?
It's a
Yeah,
move.
it's a move.
Oh. I thought it was just one of them
I thought.
passives.
Well, the rune thing was active. I could be wrong. We'll find out in the next fight, since I'm pretty sure you obliterated it with your family attack. Also, he wouldn't have gotten a chance to attack anyway.
Also,
I think the only one person getting experience there at all.
yeah, there was not a lot of experience going around there.
Whoops. I think if you want to get people experience, you need to go back to that dumb ruin.
Nah, I'm good. Don't get it on the way.
Yeah.
Never going back to the
That was
Kingdom.
not a you should get them experience. That's a if you want to, please, oh god, don't do that.
Shadow dogs. Worse than ordinary dogs for obvious reasons.
I made that joke last time, you jerk.
Did you really?
I did.
Wow. Differ, I guess. Well, now we know. There's a move.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Now, the only problem with that is it's a 1.3 times damage thing. Anita, who you just picked up, has a flat 2 times damage thing that you can use every turn.
That doesn't.
Is Titan
wait.
only once?
It does no. She can use as many times as she wants to, and it does not make her dizzy.
How old is Templeton supposed to be?
Good question.
Not old.
He looks a little young to be doing what he's doing.
Templeton was, I think, probably 14, 15-ish in the first game, and is now maybe 18.
Mhm.
Maybe a little bit older. The duration of the first game is supposed to be a couple of years, so time gets a little finicky going from 1 to 2. Yeah, so much stuff is going on. I gotta keep changing my map. That's...
Templeton's just keeping it real, all right?
yeah.
Are there only 2 characters that have been in all 5 games? I guess
Yes.
by definition they
Yep.
can only be those 2. 'Cause
Yep.
5 is separated so heavily that
Yep.
No, it's
four.
4 that separates so heavily.
4 is separated real heavily, which brings up so many questions about that one of the characters.
and the other one has time paradoxed herself so hard that she can
It's just
coexist.
it's
with
one of those
herself.
things where we wish we could have had this explained, and they kept leaving so many hints about these characters. But nope, too bad. The story ended.
I believe one of them actually plays a very important role in the story of 5.
Yes,
All right, now
but we'll talk more about them when they show up.
here in Toto.
when we
should-
play 5, I guess.
Should,
Oh no, I meant in this game.
should be there. He is.
Also, a dog who no one seems to have taken.
Best
from
dog ever.
Dogo Village.
That dog will stay there for the whole game.
Mm-hmm. Templeton, you've seen worse things than this. You
Templeton.
saw the whole elf village get incinerated.
Yeah, that village is gone.
This place could be rebuilt. That one? No, it's gone.
There are 3 surviving elves.
But like from that place, yes.
think there's
That's the
4.
home of the elves.
Yeah, it was Stallion, Ruby, and then the 2 characters from that town that I can't remember off the top of my name or
Yep.
top of my head.
And
There are a couple of others hanging around in 5 as well, but
Mhm. Elves are jerks.
5 happens before 1.
expatriates though, so you know, it's not like they went back.
Yeah, well, as in most games, elves are usually assholes.
Look, everybody in that whole storyline are assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know who are kind of surprisingly standoffish?
Mm-hmm.
We
For
have
anybody,
Well, you know what? No, we'll never get to it. So, we talked a little bit about how in various games there's certain like animals that you have to get recruit a whole bunch of. In one, it was the kobolds. In this one, we'll get there eventually, and then you go on from there. In 5, it's beavers, and they are interesting characters. One of them is edgelord to the max, and as much as I
the
want
heavy
to...
metal beaver is the most glorious thing ever. Shut
Exactly. It's one of those things like this is really stupid, but then after a while you develop like a reaction to certain characters. Like, you know what? Many other characters are much worse than this character, so by definition, this character is better.
So
Now, it's important to note for the audience, some characters in Suikoden 5 will change the battle music by having them in your party.
Yep.
You get a conductor relatively early on who changes it to a sort of orchestral sounding thing. If you have Edgelord Beaver in your party, it will change it to a heavy metal rendition of it.
good. I think
Sorry,
the
we
bit.
cut you off there, newbie. What's up?
No, I was just trying to remember off the top of my head. So in the first game, it's you recruit a bunch of
Kobolds.
Right, the kobold dogs are the kobold race, and you recruit a bunch of what are they called? Blacksmiths. There you go. That race of people, the blacksmith.
Dwarves?
Yep. No, it's just the 5 blacksmiths in the first game.
In this one, dogs are still the kobold race because it's supposed to be very close.
Yeah, you're to the.
You're not that far. You're like
Yeah.
a country over.
And
Or something, yeah, I
I
think-
believe the. Well, I know. So I'm just gonna point this out now while we are traversing the world map. Muku Muku isn't the only squirrel you can recruit.
Yeah, we talked about this one a little bit
It's
last
the only
time.
Star of Destiny, but you can get up to 6 of them.
5,
For whatever
Five.
five. For whatever reason.
because they have a unite attack. That's why.
Of course they do.
In 3, the kobold race are lizards.
Yes, the
lizard
beast
men.
folk are the
Yeah.
lizard men.
And, well, I would say beast folk, except, like, they always refer to them as kobolds.
Yeah. I mean, there's another race of beast folk in this as well.
Is there?
Yeah.
They live in Two River.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot that they technically are.
They live in the same place as the kobolds do.
And we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Wait, actually, why am I having Ricky Maru do that?
I don't know.
I have a heal on my main character. So there's that. In 3, they're lizards, and the thing that you are recruiting 5 of are dogs. And not like dog people kobold. No, actual dogs.
Out there, all good dogs.
They're the best dogs.
So we've mentioned before, 3 has multiple main characters, and you can actually switch between them at a point. You can switch between them on the fly. Your the canonical, like the air quotes, the main character, isn't actually the star of destiny that like collects people.
The Tenkai Star.
Yeah. Which is usually what the main character is. That's a
Yeah.
different person.
This
Yeah, it's
is the
some
door, by the
random
way, that Newbie was talking about, that Newbie just ran up against you and left. That's the door.
I cannot remember where the Highland camp is.
It's one of these gates.
I thought it was just to the... I forget. To the east? Did you have to go back through Toto? I forget.
You have to go back the way you came to the first fort, don't you?
No. Because I was just at that fort. Well, I'm gonna go talk to Jess again. Either way, I'm gonna keep going on this tangent for now.
Go for it.
In 4, I believe the kobold race are ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sergeant Joe joins you very early, and
Well,
he
Joe
makes-
is in 3.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. No,
In
it's
4,
the
I
cat
thought
people.
it was... Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
right, they're
yes.
cats.
Kiku
Yeah.
and friends.
Yeah, I forgot about the cat people. The cat people own.
Fortunately, they're the only thing about 4 that does. Oh, excuse me. No, that's not quite true. Suikoden Tactics is rad as hell. Unfortunately, it's a sequel to Suikoden 4.
Yeah. But the thing that you are collecting, it's bad to put it that way. The
Recruiting many of.
Yeah, the quintuple that you collect in that you recruit in that one are mermaids, because of course it is the water game,
Yeah.
and I think you have to fish them up
Yes.
like in a certain order.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't talk about 4.
Part of the reason I like Drax so much is that I can pretend it's actually Suikoden 4.
Suikoden 4 is one of those games where it had a good idea, and there are actually a lot of good characters in this, but they really messed up some execution.
And then 5, as stated, the kobolds are beavers, and I can't remember because I never gotten through that game all the way.
The quintuple are beavers, yeah.
Okay, they're also beavers.
5 of are the 5 beavers.
All right.
5 actually does a really good job of showing off all the different. I don't think you go to the mercenary fortress. I think you go to one of the things on the side there. The forts to the right. I could be wrong. I forget entirely
What
about where you're supposed to go.
forts?
Or are those burned down towns?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I just pulled up a picture of Tuda in 3, and yeah, he's gigantic.
Do me a favor,
Very
Vinay. Look
similar.
up where the fuck I'm supposed to go.
Oh yeah, hang on. Let me go ahead and do that for you.
This is a part of the game. Like, I remember this event occurs, but I cannot remember where the hell I go to do it.
The Muse Highland border, apparently.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
They asked you to
Oh
go.
yeah. I didn't go there because it's guarded by Muse soldiers. But yeah, they probably go, you're here to do that thing, and then let me. Okay. All right. Nope. It's all coming back to me now.
Mhm. Yeah, because they wanted to go you to go spy on Highland, so I don't know where else you'd go.
Yeah, I forgot that was the border to Highland, because I would have thought that the border to Highland would have Highland soldiers at it, not Muse soldiers.
On the other side, there probably are Highland soldiers.
Very possible. Time to show you can abhor.
Was that a sentence you ever thought you'd say?
Yes.
Okay.
When Zamza's involved.
Oh, that's right. The mermaids are the shopkeepers in 4.
Why? Because why not?
There were 27 true runes?
Yes.
I can't... 31. Okay. So we have seen 19 of them throughout the games.
Yep.
That sounds about right. Alright, there we go. Now we're back on the critical path.
On a character that never gets expounded on for whatever reason.
And a lot of them are sort of just mentioned in like the dragon rune. All we know with the dragon rune is it lets them use dragons. That's it. And it kills
Gives
the
them
monsters
greater
once.
control over dragons. Yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be the Eightfold rune, which is a true rune, but who knows what the fuck it does.
Allows them-
You're certainly not telling anybody.
Allows them to summon monsters and also do that one attack.
Well, okay, but other than that, lets
Yeah,
him teleport around like an asshole.
Uber's one of those characters that they set up a lot of really interesting stuff for the character, and then
It's not
what
fair.
happened to them? Just
It's so weird because as a quick side, because I don't know if we'll ever get to it.
no.
I sure hope so.
Just no.
But Ryu say thanks like you're what? Hi.
Yeah.
That was a confusing way to walk around a person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Uber plays a very, very big role in the story of 3. Which is
He also has
increasingly
excellent
confusing that
faculties.
Persmerga doesn't show up at all.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, since he's got his permanent hate on for Uber, so we have no idea why he's not there.
Hey, we built a character specifically to hate this one character, and then we made that one character a major plot person.
Hold up. What the heck is going on in this fight?
I mean, that Commander
I-
Armadillo is amazing.
Armadilloid. Even
I'm sorry I had to interrupt the flow of the fight, but what the heck is going
what are
on?
we
oh
looking at?
Jesus,
Yeah, your whole front line's about to die.
a little bit.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Fuck this fight.
Oh, he just got KO'd.
I like that. I know it automatically switches their rows when they get knocked out, but it looked like he got hit so hard he slid into the back row. Maybe you want to bring Anita to this after all? I'm not sure Zamza is quite up to the task. the challenge.
I mean, the only reason Zamza died there and the other ones didn't is they just had more health.
Mhm. Can
Speaking of
obliterate
which,
fights if you-
Zamza's level problem isn't getting fixed, but the other two, hoo boy.
Yeah, they probably would catch right up.
Yeah, which means Zamza can just defend.
And
You know.
solid.
Goodness gracious me, look at that.
Okay, so this
Look
is the
at
thing.
all those
This is the thing
stats.
that we've talked about briefly before, but this is a very good way to emphasize it. Look at the stat gains on Rikimaru, and then look at the stat gains on Shiro. That's the difference between a normal character and a beast.
Yep. Also, some characters are better than others, but notice actually the experience values if you still have the screen up. Rikumaru is now 20 experience behind Nanami when he was like 6 levels behind her a fight ago. This is the experience scaling at work.
Yep. Some character, like if a character is far enough behind, they can just rocket themselves up.
Yep. Also,
just got-
even your main characters just gained like 3 levels in that fight.
Yep. We just got 8,000 money.
Yeah, I think that might have been the hardest fight in the area. You also might want to heal up your person who got wrecked.
He's fine.
Cool. Oh god, it's the kill rabbits.
You know, as opposed to the friend rabbits or whatever. And yeah, Hero of the Beach, that's basically... you should... It's basically to put it that way if you have a skill in playable characters. Yeah, now Dog is doing respectable damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the dog is doing 3 times damage it was doing before.
Yeah,
Well, when you
he was
gain that many levels,
like 48 strength in the span of one. And now Zamza levels up a bunch of times. Not
but
quite
not as
many,
much,
but
just because it wasn't that hard of a fight.
unquote gains like 4 levels. The universal level system, are you...
The star system in Chrono Cross is what they're talking about.
I have no idea how that worked.
Not well.
Do, or how does it work, I guess.
The star system is that every time you fight a certain like boss fight or whatever, that's when you gain. Everyone gains their stats and stuff.
Oh, okay,
They can
so
still
you just-
gain tiny bits of stats from fights and such,
Right.
but everyone's on roughly the same playing field. Holy crap, dog!
Dog is strong.
Dog crit.
Dog is real and also brass armor.
Good, TM.
Yeah, I think much like when you were in the ruins, you fought the hardest fight in the whole place and the first fight.
Comma, the answer to your question is there's limited localization time.
Yeah, I think
This isn't
for
Dragon
people who
Quest
are-
8, wasn't.
yeah, for people curious and such, the dog probably is one of the best early game characters in terms of raw stats, just because gear hasn't caught up to how useful the dog is right now. So Shiro's just going to be doing a lot of damage.
When do you recruit Shiro anyway?
Like
He's like one of the first
very,
people you
very
can
early.
recruit. Like once you're able to recruit, you can go get Shiro.
Okay.
Because you get Shiro and Kennison
What do you have
together.
to do to get him?
You put a bird back
oh,
in
right,
the
right.
nest.
He joins with Kenneth.
Mhm.
Ow. 106 compared to Nanami whacking those things for 21 a hit is pretty impressive. And then, of course, the Bright Shield rune liquefies them, but you know, that's how it does.
Also, a good thing to note is Newbie is intentionally not having everyone's gear honed up to max, and that would make a big difference for the other characters. Because
it's
if
also
you get up to
very
level 6, yeah, it's very expensive, which is why I'm not saying that Newbie should have everyone honed up. But because everyone's gear is not honed up to the maximum thing, that's another reason why the dog is hitting harder.
Yeah, and also it's like when I'm doing like the thing that I'm doing, where I'm going to have a very rotating cast.
Oh,
I'm
So
not saying
what's
what
with
you're
the
doing is
double
wrong.
attack?
I'm just giving
just
people
happens.
a reference.
Double attack just happens sometimes.
Yep.
is it on any character or
Yep. There are
yeah.
runes you could get that make it.
increase the chance?
Yeah, they increase the chance, but it is just a % chance to happen.
And oh, hey, you have Battle Oath now on Ryu.
Yeah, I have the extreme heal.
Don't waste it.
I think that has more than just a heal on it.
It also berserks you.
Yeah. which in this game, Berserk is not bad. Berserk is
No.
really, really good.
Like a train. Ryu isn't wearing a shawl as far as I can tell.
More like a scarf thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a sort of ascot-y scarf.
Mhm.
Like it's a neckerchief of sorts, I guess.
Probably the better way to put it is a neckerchief.
I-
All right, everyone's caught up.
I'm actually lost in this forest a little bit. I'm trying to figure out where the treasure is. No, can't escape. See, that's why I usually don't use the run option.
Why would you?
There
This
we
isn't
go.
like or whatever, where you can definitely be like, no, I don't want to do this fight.
No, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yup.
The good
Is it
shit.
every one of those stupid fucking foxes, Chrome?
I don't know what you're talking about. You got to build a strap. Oh, come on. That's a 2% drop.
It's
In a chest.
It's in a chest.
I know, but still, it's a 2% drop, too, from those killer rabbits. I've been looking it up as we're going along to see what the rare drop is.
Auto Berserk on Shiro does sound incredible.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and for people curious and such, when you have two different rune things, you don't have access to, I don't think it's that you have access to like 6 uses of a level 1 on one and 6 uses of level 1 on the other. It's,
No, they're spell
it's
slots.
a combined pool.
It's Vancian magic style. Well,
Yeah.
it's Vancian magic style.
The- There is a
Proper
reason that
fancy.
I've been referring to them as spell slots.
Yeah.
Zamza's weapon really needs tuning up.
Well, Zams is a double hitter, much like Nanami. So those characters rely heavily on having their gear at max hone because they hit twice. So they need to have the max attack boost possible.
Do more damage if they can clear defense by enough.
Exactly. So the one-hit people are doing better right now because they're clearing defense easier than the two-hit people are.
Oh my god, I'm dying here.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's any treasure really that's worthwhile in this forest save for that belt of strength.
Why do you not just auto these fights, Newbie? Surely no one would try to run 4 times in a row.
Yeah, I think that might be like a circlet or something.
Oh, satisfying to see dog hit for 80 when fucking Rick and Morty is hitting for 41. Can you sharpen the dog's fangs, or is it just his stats?
No. Don't beast units don't get any
Weapons?
upgrades except for levels.
They
Dear,
just
no,
get
nothing.
better at what they do naturally.
Yeah.
Also, sharpening a dog's fangs sounds
Cruel.
entirely barbaric.
Yeah, well, you know. Hey, it's a circlet, but on the other hand, we now have a circlet.
Do we have 2 circlets? Oh boy.
How many characters can even use shields?
Not many.
Not too many.
I guess
know-
anyone who has one in their sprite.
Yeah, anyone who has one in their sprite, usually one-handed swordsman can use them.
Yeah, like Flick can
Nita
use
could
it.
probably do it.
Flick can use one. Victor cannot because he's a two-hander.
Right.
What's her face? Who we just had in the party a little while
Hana.
ago. Hana can use one. I'm pretty sure Anita can use one as well. I could be wrong about that, but since she's a one-handed sword user, she's,
Oh.
I believe, someone who can use shields.
Also, here is the good little comparison. Again, I noted that like Rikimaru has very odd armor selection, but look at his fucking HP.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
big thing that makes up for it. He's an HP tank.
All right, finally continuing with the story.
After 10,000 years.
Story.
Be right back.
Jesus, that dog.
Hmm.
Hmm?
This is a buddy attack fight.
Yeah, I think buddy attack at this point will kill just about anything except for those dumb armadillos.
Yeah.
That is one thing about the Suikoden games that I both like and dislike. I like that they have fights that get you caught up to speed pretty quickly, but then again, the encounter rate is a little high. Oh, by the way, they can use those axes as boomerangs, because of course they can.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
That's how axes work, right?
You've played Emblem.
Yeah, I know.
They're tomahawks.
That's not how a tomahawk works.
That's exactly how it works. Just very low use. Please, dog, do not watch me change. There are 12 shield users in the game.
Out of 108, that's not too bad.
Well, out of like whatever is actually playable. There's treasure here. Let's explore. Do you want to get caught? I want treasure.
What treasure?
One of these you'll let me go in. That's gonna have the treasure in it. Do you want to get caught? Nah. Maybe? Sneak. I saw that box. Give me that box. I want that loot box. You're right, they are. Fuck them.
This won't end well.
Our captain told us to get here and get butter. They came for butter. What? Butter? Why does an army have butter? What do you want?
It's one of those things that you look at it now and you think, you know,
I see Operation
yep, Operation we're totally
Terrible
sneaking
Plan
in.
has been.
Yeah.
Yeah, Operation Sneaking In is totally working.
Yep.
I very much enjoy posing as a Highland soldier, just like, oh, those states people are terrible, and just, yeah, they can fuck right off.
Right.
You get so many chances to just badmouth the state during this. I want that treasure chest.
Nope.
Not yours. You can never have it. Oh, right. Nash is a cameo. Oh, hi. Whoops. Well, time to cut our way out.
I think, oh, okay, this time we have the moves. Also the move, the old move, the same move. You know it, you love it.
They don't need to see the new moves. They don't need to know what you got.
What the? Spearman is strong.
Oh, that's a crossbow. I thought it was
Yep.
like a pickaxe. I was like, what's going on here?
Okay, hold on a sec. Newbie just said Spearman is strong. Spearman went up and hit Joey for 2 damage.
Well, he survived the buddy attack.
I understand. I was just poking fun.
No,
bros attack,
game.
you
I
know.
know what you're trying to do.
I love how Round has the little oh no reaction before leaving. Are you serious?
I hate this. I should get rid of
Just
some of these.
throw away a medicine already.
I should get rid of some of these fucking scrolls at this point.
Or equip them.
Or maybe throw away a tunic that he has 2 defense on it.
Yeah.
You did it. You got a thing. And now you check out all the tents, right?
They still won't let me. They let me
Of
go in the
course
big
not.
tent. Luca,
Ew, I know
Luca.
you're obsessive about this, but
Luca, why did you bring your fucking sister?
I don't know. Maybe she brought herself? You what, mate?
There's a very good, like, you know who my brother is, right?
Yeah, and she doesn't really have to say it. It's very clear that that's what's happening without it.
Yeah.
He just
Leave.
edges out nervously. I don't know. Luca doesn't really seem coherent enough to give thoughts to other people.
That's a very good point. And I'll go into more stuff about Luca when we see Luke again, because we haven't seen him for a while.
Yes, he's pretty much Lubu. Are bring us tea.
Well, they can't leave, so.
I guess that's fair.
Also, yeah. Can you please put away the knife? Yeah.
Everybody dunks on the city-state in this stupid camp.
It's a very interesting dynamic here because
Like,
when you first meet Julia, the first thing you say to her is, "We're not spies." And the second time you meet her, whoops.
we're totally spies.
Listen, a lot of things can happen in like 18 hours.
Bigger than that?
It's been a lot longer than that. It's been a couple of weeks easy.
But yes, some shit has gone down since last you two met. And Joey will probably explain it off camera. Thank you, Oro the Bora. Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Before I thought about
I
it.
think this is the only correct choice. I don't hold back. I am not a main character that holds my tongue.
Apparently Ryu is kind of a dick.
Also, this is no, he's right.
Julia. No, bro is kind of a crazy sometimes. This is why I love games that always offer you the opportunity to use some to give some really silly dialogue choices.
The tea was delicious.
Mm.
Yeah, we saw Luca kill a number of people. Very many people.
Yeah. Didn't he do for Toto Village?
Oh yeah.
They burned down Toto. You didn't see that occur. You saw
You
the
saw
burning
the aftermath when he killed a couple survivors.
You caught Ryobe.
Oh, real the other town. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
You've seen Luca do some shit.
Thanks for the host, Loon.
Oh yeah, this is gonna go well for you, buddy.
Route is the greatest Ultros.
Hmm. Second verse, same as the first. How about?
Mm-hmm. Let's dance.
It's time to do the twist. Spear Boy still survives. He is hardy.
I think Spear Boy has just enough health to survive because it's probably like 105 HP or something like that.
Also,
Pop.
I do know that characters can counter if they dodge, and I'm a little sad that he did not swing, miss, and then get countered for the kill.
Figure out a way to stop them. It's called using the rune on your hand.
can't do that.
Why? You could nuke this guy from orbit.
Yeah, but there is kind of an entire camp behind them.
I think if I saw someone getting nuked from orbit, I'd say, you know what? I don't need to see this.
Oh, also for reference, when I was doing the replay through, I did fight Raud.
Mm-hmm.
Raud does like 40 damage a hit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Capture you and your little friend Ryu too. Really? Okay.
So there's an optional fight against Raud when you're trying to escape from the hometown.
Mm-hmm.
If you give the correct option, you fight Raud. The soldiers do about like 5 damage a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Raud hits
Raud
like a dragon.
does 40 and can literally like almost one-shot you. He'll one-shot Nanami and Muka Muka, who are the only other 2 party members you can have.
But
And
Ryu
will
can take one hit.
yeah.
And I do like this, because after we have shouted at Joey to bust out the Black Sword rune, he does exactly that.
Yeah. What else is
It's
he gonna
go
do?
time. Fortunately, nuking the site from orbit is a viable plan.
Oh, a slightly larger party. Let me just, oh, fuck. I already used all my shining lights. Oops.
Nanami has fire arrows, doesn't she?
Yeah, she still has
Or
a
you
couple
can
fire.
Or you can just dog it, I suppose.
I didn't dog the shot.
Thanks.
Well, that did the job as well. Turns out, arrows made of fire is still very good.
I think in this game people have aptitudes, but they just don't tell you with different elements. And I think she's pretty good with fire.
Also, we should emphasize,
In later games.
fire, or not fire, magic, while still pretty good, is not nearly as broken as it was in the first game.
Oh, was it broken in the first game?
Utterly.
I see. They may have deliberately nerfed it some then.
Yeah. Your pretty much best bet for the final boss was to bring a party of mages.
Really?
Yeah, the only thing is that you are forced to use Victor on the final boss.
Huh.
And Flick. But Flick's not that bad a thing.
Flick can use lightning.
Yep.
Rune.
Well, Flick, Victor could also use it, but Victor's just a terrible mage.
Right.
generally will not get a 4th spell slot.
I don't know if he even can. Is the thing.
I
Yeah.
think he can. It's just impractically late. Practically late means different things because of how experience works in some games, but
Yeah, that's true. But in this game, magic might not be as powerful as it was in 1, but you have more versatility in this game because you can have more magic spells.
Yeah, as Hero of the Beach points out, you only had 1 rune slot in the first game. Hey Jess, Joey's fucking dead. It's all your fault.
Pretty much.
they've got 2 weeks of supplies and then scream at him for about 30 minutes.
Oh
Or 2
no.
weeks.
Oh no, that's it. We had a talk with Joey the night. Oh no, Joey's dead. Wait, hold up.
Black Sword Rune hasn't come. What?
I didn't even mean to look at that. I just hit X.
What the hell?
Yeah, there we go. Oh.
The
Glad
150th
they got it for
anniversary
their
of
craftsman.
Oz. Well, I sure got it.
So much medicine to throw away.
Yeah, like, why are you carting all this crap around? Sell some of your old armor, for fuck's sake.
I might need that armor.
Newbie.
Oh, I'm so happy other people are dealing with this now too.
I'm a pack rat in these games. And like, why?
So am I, but I
why-
only cart around stuff that's unique or interesting, not random ass crap.
Well, here's the fact. I'd say yes if I had to, like, if I wasn't given the option to throw stuff away. But I can throw stuff away, so why sell it now?
At least swap in other characters and like load them up with equipable crap.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea to switch in some other people so that the extra stuff you have is actually going to someone.
That's fair.
Rather than getting junked.
Speaking
Oh
of people
wait,
who are
never
getting
mind.
crunked right now.
Thanks, Crumb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, we've got bad news for the traumatized kid. So there's that.
Oh, jeez. No, she's fine.
Oh, yeah.
She'll just stand there.
Not sure she isn't listening or anything.
Speak is not the same thing as not being able to hear. And Nanami is desperately trying not to admit the truth to herself.
Victor, I'll show you guys a good trick.
It's
Oh,
called
boy.
I throw someone over a railing.
Yeah, this is Victor. Who are we kidding?
Oh, they're in the convoy.
Convoy.
Yep.
Because they won't actually let you go. Oh, come on.
What's up? Don't worry about it.
Just sell some crap already.
Nah, it's alright.
I'll
We'll
end
have an
you.
opportunity later.
Look, I'm gonna start making a list of all the stuff you could have turned into money, but you didn't because you.
Oh no! I'm not gonna sell the medicine and get 50 gold back!
Potch, really.
Then why do you hang on to it?
Because it's a full heal for most people right now.
The medicine is actually, I'm totally cool with. Again,
Tunic, not so
it's
much.
alright. Let's just wait until
The
we get
tunic
have a
I
chance
threw-
to pick characters.
Yeah, leave it. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
And
Good.
now for Victor's special trick.
It's a good trick. It's the best way to deal with government workers.
Just owl them in the chest.
I'm going to get a screenshot of both of those things and send that to Video Game Advisor.
Body checking the dude out of the way.
Best way to deal with government workers.
Who are these unique characters?
I know one of their names. I can't remember the other.
Well, the guy on the left, that's just a soldier, but the person on the far right
Yes!
is unique.
Forgot about Fitcher and his fantastic portrait.
I might have been lying. Fitcher is actually an important character.
I will give Jess points here. He is absolutely not having Victor's bullshit. And Annabelle is not having Jess's.
Still a dick.
The other person's just not going to say anything during this whole sequence.
Yeah, this is a little awkward, really.
Just imagining this guy saying all these things the most, like, smug voice possible.
Yeah, There are
I
many
imagine-
reasons why the people who have played this game several times before are looking at Jess going, I hate you, and you're a jerk.
I imagine Fletcher just started talking in a snagglepuss kind of way.
I don't know. I have to give Jess credit for having a little more guts than the average pen pusher here.
Yep.
Since, and his
I
plan
think
to
he
Victor
has
when he's gotten
guts because it's one of those, I am a higher born person than you kind of deal. How dare you even touch me?
I'm not even sure that's it. I just don't think he cares.
Yeah, Hauser, thanks for saying absolutely nothing during that.
See you later.
Also, I love the whole, like, we're only in a bad situation because you couldn't hold your fort. It's like, fucker, I was up against the prince and the 4 highest ranking generals in the army. How about you fuck off? And I couldn't hold that with whatever shit I had. Like, outnumbered doesn't even begin to explain what we were under. Now?
Well, this is getting depressing.
What do you mean now?
Nope. Because my plan right now to free up some inventory is to actually put in some other people and just slap some of those scrolls on people.
Mhm.
Yeah, you'll be able to do that after this little sequence, I believe.
Oh, okay, no. I know. I remember this now. Yes. This is a good thing.
Do you think now is a good time to split your video, perhaps?
Yeah, probably
I'd say
after
right
this.
After
Yeah.
this cutscene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. This is a good scene.
Also, okay, see you later. Bye.
Peace out. Which you can totally do, by the way.
But Ryu's apparently not that. Sorry.
Lower your microphone.
But Ryu's apparently not that much of a dick. Sorry, I was eating. I realized it mid-sentence.
It's alright.
Is Nanami supposed to be elder than you, or what? She certainly doesn't act it.
I think she's supposed to be a little bit older.
Just a little. If the flashbacks or anything to be told, everybody's pretty close in age.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But no. Yes, remembering the flashback stuff, you definitely refer to at some point as Big Sister. Would you wait in my place? I'm gonna
Also,
go.
a dick move.
Yeah. This game gives you so many of them. I don't know if it was laziness on the part of the animators or if they specifically had Pilika mimic Nanami's pose there.
I'd like to go with the second one, but
Who knows?
I mean, it's not like they had to do another custom sprite.
Mm-hmm. So it may very well be that Pilika's just mimicking her.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, well done game.
Hey, there you go. Big sister.
This game gives you so many opportunities to fuck off out of this scene.
Does the scene just end?
I think so, yeah. You can just go home.
anytime you go
Well,
home, then
shouldn't.
other stuff happens.
Of course, tell embarrassing stories about the guy who's probably dead. That'll help. I was wondering, Hero of the Beach. I like that they used the capital Z with the crossbar for that.
Remember this part of the conversation.
It'll become important about 40 hours from now.
I think it's mainly just that's not the first time, and it will definitely never be the last. The first
True
of
enough?
multiple times that.
Okay, again, the sprite work in this game is so good.
And
I forgot all about it.
that is the first of multiple times that Nanami just says, like, what if we just left?
Peaced out.
Mm-hmm.
We could just say fuck it. Oh. There's something the animators did here that's very, very clever.
We'll talk about that later on.
Later. Yup. And yeah,
Welcome home.
Pilika-
I'm tired from waiting. Hey, guess what? I'm still a dick. Have fun with that.
Here, I think being a dick is okay. Because it's just razzing him and everybody knows it.
So we talk about custom sprites a lot. There are confusing moments of, why isn't there a custom sprite for this? Like, why isn't there an eyes closed sprite?
Nah, don't worry about it. Everyone sleeps with their eyes open. What is there a problem with that?
Exit light, etc. Anyhow.
Ah, 1 week. It's there's something happening at Joustin Hill. It's like a festival or something. I think they call
Really?
it. I think they call it a conference.
As we've seen, Nanami is kind of a space cadet sometimes. Still can't switch party members, can we?
Nope. Let's see what we got here.
Also,
Anyway.
Pilika is apparently hanging out behind the counter now instead of...
She was there before. Another
okay.
time before.
Yeah, I have to actually go to a shop. You can't tell shit that's in your inventory.
Oh well, you'll have to...
They're
shove
fine.
those leather-
Leggings. Let me tell you, buddy. I'm about to make your day.
The saddest rare finds.
Like, look at this shit. You get heals 600 HP, 60% chance to be invulnerable.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Amazing,
Seems
that's
fair.
what that is. You just find it. I found this on like the side of the road. Who thought this was a good idea?
Everyone loves the trash can hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
It's just packed up in a little box.
These medicines are better. They have 8 uses.
Yeah, there's some medicines that are like that, which is kind of weird.
There's no rhyme or reason why.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Food is extremely good.
Yeah, you just can't use it in battle on account of the enemies are not going to stop for you to have a bite to eat.
Wait. No, I think you can use some of them in battle.
Maybe? I didn't think so. I thought the invincible thing was like a 60% chance you start the next battle that way.
I don't know. I haven't tried to use food in a fight.
that might be something that is checked off screen later.
Or on screen now.
Fair. Are you splitting a video, by the way, newbie?
Oh, piss.
Oh yeah, I said it and I completely forgot about it.
It was a long cutscene.
One.
Muse, South Window. Terrible name. Green
Yes.
Hill.
Tito.
Matilda Knights, and I forget.
I do hope Opis is where you split it.
Nah. I should have.
Wait, his last line is actually, oh, I forget. Victor, why are you so good?
He's a bear. He doesn't need to remember things.
Why does this game hold up so well? It really shouldn't. I do remember the translation being janky as shit.
My face is identity.
Victor really just needs a direction and a sword.
I hope you're not planning on using your good trick again.
These two really are the best.
Oh my god, this is incredible! There was a disturbing amount of love, and she recognizes him.
Sir Flick. Remember, Flick's supposed to be really well known, and he hates it.
Oh, he is just so unimpressed right now.
Why do they know you and not me? I know that Victor hasn't, or Flick hasn't gotten the.
Flick has a higher level weapon, though.
Right. All right. I'm gonna make a cut right here.
Yep.